line them up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Yeah, I'm anything but new to country. Yeah, I'm anything but new to country. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott, living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow, where the blind was a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly I can walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever. Before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape excited, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma. The inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be our visitors taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 96 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers. They certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
It'll be a gain of 5. And this This will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Running left, it's Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Hurts going to keep it running right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. From the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the former Sun Devil, their rookie quarterback out of Arizona State.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in their team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator of the team he's facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 10 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, and all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Caught by Wilson. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Garrett Wilson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
1st down, here's Mitchell. Gets past one man. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
16 yards.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run with Allen. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's another 1st down. 1st down.
Allen is into the end zone. Touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 4 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense and receiver Devontae Smith set for this next possession. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season, currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play. They develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. DJ Reader. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
Yeah, big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Mitchell. Tackled there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. Result is a 1st down.
Here we go. Set. Reload. Nice.
A give here to Mitchell. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Over the middle, it's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
At the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
A gain of 3 yards. And an Eagles first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. We are into week 8, and we're starting to get a sense as to who are the haves and who are the have-nots. Let's get into it. Our swing around the NFL starts now. In Jacksonville, the Jaguars at home to take on the Colts in the AFC South. And here is the running back. He's going to hit the hole hard, get loose into the secondary, and they're not gonna get him. The Colts win their second straight as they get the victory here. Next, let's go to Landover, Maryland, just outside the nation's capital, looking in on the Commanders as they play host to the LA Chargers. And this is Justin Herbert hooking up with his top target, Ladd McConkey. 15 yards for the touchdown. This one's at halftime, and it's the Chargers with a 10-point lead. 13-3 their advantage at halftime. Lastly, let's go out to Arrowhead, the Chiefs hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Xavier Worthy. Well done here, it's a touchdown. This one's at halftime, and it's the Chiefs with the lead at the half. And with that, a look here at the rest of the action in Week 8 around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense and running back Keaton Mitchell getting set for this next possession. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing. Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Mitchell. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. They'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in right around the goal line. Oh, nice move. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action with Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken
someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now back out comes the offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
18 Cardinals.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Let's go. Trim it.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Barkley is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Hurts. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 11-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Here's 3rd and 9.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's
They'll look to throw. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
gain of 16 yards. Complete to Elijah Higgins.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. But now he appears to be in some pain. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their... overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? It's a first down following a gain of 3.
And a first down.
Hawk 70.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
60 by 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
72.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jahad Campbell able to run him down for a loss of a yard. They'll line up with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 10.
60 by 6.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. Results in a first down.
Here's Allen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
Second and 10. At the Eagles' 29-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On the draw, here's Allen. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. Starting to look like this drive may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps for these situations.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Muscling free near the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for our visitors, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank